Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 19 of this Let's Play Stellaris. Utopia. We are Space Prussia. In the last episode, we were building up our infrastructure and economy even more, and we have just got ourselves battleships. And at the end of the last episode, I was kind of looking through and designing that. I'm still not 100% certain that I want to go with autocannon. Autocannon battleships. I mean, actually, what's your range? Because this is going to give you roughly the same range, I think, as the cruiser. Your range is 60, your range is 65. So actually the cruisers will have a slightly longer range. No, that was not a cruiser. That was a destroyer. 85, so the cruisers will have the longest range. Fire rate and chance to hit. Do we want the cruisers to be the autocannons? And to really get in close and blitz? And then have the battleships further behind. But the battleships are so tough, they can sit there tanking the damage and getting in a bit closer, but they are slower. However, they're not actually that slow, and something else interesting which I hadn't quite realised is if we look here, combat speed 1.7. Cruisers and destroyers are actually the same speed. They're only slightly faster than battleships are. Your range is 65, your range is 60. So we could change the large one to an autocannon as well, and shoot even more. I mean, these do damage, little bits of damage very quickly, rather than one or two bursts killing something outright. They do, however, have better tracking and better accuracy than the railguns. So overall, they should do more damage to units that can evade more, which are the smaller ones. I'm just not entirely sure what we're going to be up against. I'm still kind of experimenting. I mean, this is all part of the process of me experimenting with weapons and things, because the loadouts change every time there's an update to this game. I think we're just going to stick with this for the moment. That'll do. Right. Let's try and get ourselves into a war, and then we can actually test this. So we are currently researching the battleship assembly yards. Once we have those, then we're going to put one in... So Jamia Prime, and start actually building battleships there. In the meantime, oh no, don't build one here. I think we're just going to build the things here. You need a level 5 spaceport, so those two are going to be cruisers, and then these four are all going to be destroyer bases, and that's going to mean destroyer assembly yards and another level 4 spaceport.
Construction complete.
Destroyer assembly yards, and level 4 spaceport. Right. Shaptax display psionic potential. Latent psionic powers have begun to manifest in certain individuals belonging to the Shaptak species, according to the leaked reports from authorities of the Shaptak Order. This must be a fairly recent development, since we have no record of Shaptax ever displaying psionic abilities on file. According to the leaked reports, these powers are so far limited to a very small minority of the Shaptak species as a whole. Scientists in the Shaptak Order have offered no explanation. Psychic powers? What a crack. Because we are materialists, so where are the Shaptaks? Shaptak, where are you? I don't know. There you are. So it's these guys. So they're not the ones that we're immediately hostile to, but they have closed their borders to us. They're not exactly the friendliest people are around at the moment. So we lost another governor. And how many leaders are we at right now? We're on 11 of 16. We can get a lot more governors, because we reduced the number of scientists. In fact, we need another science officer. Lifespan or survey speed. I think survey speed sounds good. So that is you sorted. We have a general, we have an admiral, 4 scientists, and the rest can honestly be governors. So who do we want? Experience gain or lifespan? These are very, very cheap. Recruitment cost or food production? Lifespan. Oh no, we'll just go for the cheap one. Okay, so we can get one more leader at some point in the future. In the meantime, where is most of our food coming from? That's a food production place. That's a huge food production place. Yeah, you are going to be replaced with our food producer, which is that one. And the sectors all have rulers, architectural, intellectual, and another intellectual. Is that right? Yeah, probably. You're resilient. Okay, in that case, I think we're just going to assign these people to the larger planets, because that will have the biggest benefit. So here we can have the recruitment cost or the experience gain. And then the other one can go to the 23 size planet. Will be you. Okay, marvellous. Complete. Spaceport's finished its construction queue. What do governors actually do, other than the traits that they give you? Reduction in unrest, build speed, and blocker time reduction. See, I was expecting them to like increase the overall efficiency of resource stuff, but it's only really the unrest. And unrest is generally not a problem anymore, unless you're really, really pissing off people by garrisoning things. Like having a good governor, I don't think increases their happiness or anything. Happiness 60%. Why is it 60%? Give me a bit of information here. Oh, because your faction is 60. Okay. That faction is hating my guts right now. Why? Failing to... No, wrong one. Dull edge. We've fallen behind in technology, and adjacent people have synths. So for you, I would quite like to start suppressing you. Although, no, you are the... Yeah, you're the materialists. Man, your faction sucks. Which one are you? You're the finance ones. Which is considered which faction? Pacifists. Really? The pacifists are my second happiest faction, after the militarists, by 1%. That's ridiculous. Just because they want better economy. Interesting. Okay. Doesn't really make sense, but okay. So that science ship, by the way, you can start doing those automatically again. I thought I could set you to do both, but apparently not.
Construction complete.
Okay, I have to select that one first and then that one. Okay, construction ships. Are there any other constructions to be finished? I kind of suspect not. Just doing a very quick cursory glance around here. Can't get to that one, so that's ignored. Can't do anything with those, that's not in my space, nor is that. And over here, that's all been finished, nothing hiding under there. All of this has been done. You're just outside of my range. Then yes, you are all finished, so I'm going to disband at least one of you, possibly even two, so we just don't need you right now. Right, let's continue building stuffs.
Construction complete.
Oh, what can you be upgraded to? A heritage site. Interesting, I did not realise that was part of a chain. Upgrade you. Any of you working in uninhabited places? Let's move you there and make you an energy person. In fact, we can make the pacifists even happier by going over 3,000. Which means that the pacifists will be the happiest faction in Space Prussia. Which seems to be something which just shouldn't happen, and yet probably will. Let's move you here and build a mine. And then move you here where a mine is already being built. And meanwhile here, you're somewhere which is already being built. Good stuff. And here these can be upgraded, seeing as we have upgraded to your central site. This place is producing physics. Add a penalty because you're a person who shouldn't really be doing science. Alright. In the meantime, I would say that we are well in our rights to ensure that we get some more
system survey
assembly yards going. You're doing destroyers. You're not. You should be.
Construction complete.
You've already got destroyers, and then you are also destroyers. Excellent. Shabtak and Yusanar have made peace. Shabtak have taken land off of Yusanar. Interesting. Okay. We're definitely on the verge of being ready for another war. I mean, our mineral income right now is very, very healthy. Our cash income is very, very healthy. One thing we could actually do is start putting out some defensive structures to try and defend the stuff that we have out there. So we can get some shield capacitors, although actually I don't know how defensive these can be. You can get a fair amount of shields. It means that you would last a while at least. Tracking. And I think he would be mined. Large slot or medium slots? I think the large. Rail guns. Oh man, this is a lot of power being wasted. No, this is a terrible design. I mean, there is one kind of defense which I would like to have, but I'm a little bit hesitant to place them now. It's the traps, to basically trap enemy fleets around my star bases, where we have them. Their combat strength is 1,600. That's really low nowadays. Like the star bases have, sorry, the starports have gone from like superior defensive structure to something of a liability that you want to keep enemy fleets away from. We could really do with some better defensive structures. Wow, he was old. 102. Impressive. And we are still generating a little bit of influence, mainly from you. And once we're over 3,000 energy, then the National Finance Coalition shall be happy and they'll be generating us influence, which will be very nice. In the meantime, I'd say let's just keep on building ships, frankly. We're doing cruiser assembly. Let's get some destroyers going too. Definitely need a couple of those up and running. And then in Berlin, no, so Jima, we're going to need the level 6 spaceport, and we're going to need the Fleet Academy, although we now no longer have the influence for it, so never mind.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Let's have you continue building up our fleet. Destroyers are worth 100 attack each.
Construction complete. Construction
What's
complete.
the design of our corvettes right now? They do have some shields. They have the speed upgrades. And autocannons. Yeah, that's fine. They do have the afterburners, so they can close distance faster. We lost, oh crap, we lost a scientist, and we don't have the points to get another one.
Construction
And we won't
complete.
for a while. In that case, the science ship, sorry, but I'm going to need you actually, you know, fronting the science at the moment. Okay. You continue building cruisers. Cruiser. Destroyer. Destroyer. Every 2 months, roughly, well, actually, just over every month, we can get another destroyer, which is pretty nice. Then the next thing I want to do is create a new fleet, in which we grab all of the core. No, not the battleships.
Construction complete. Tile blocker cleared. Construction complete. Construction complete.
No, it's not really a battleship, is it?
Construction
It's a
complete.
fake battleship. It's an alternative battleship. Alright, you guys are the raiders. And we shall call you that. We're not going to give you a commander, because chances are you're going to die.
Research complete.
Just under 1,000, so you should be enough to fight mining stations, but not much more. Core systems increased. Symbol of Unity gives a whole planet an additional 5 happiness. Which isn't bad. It's a rare tech as well. We don't have that many swamps. Well, we have a couple. We have a couple. So yes, I think we will take the swamp technology with you. Because I think you're a swamp, right? No, you're not. Okay, we have like 2 swamp tiles. But then everything will be buildable and awesome.
Incoming
and generally
transmission.
awesome. Migration treaty. Prussian people should not be prisoners in Space Prussia, neither should our own people be limited to inhabit our territory. Let us agree to remedy this. No. No. Right, what was I thinking? Right, building buildings. Yeah, one of the small places, here we go. Upgrading you. You could be a science place. That one. Right, marvellous. And still
Construction complete.
building ships. You know what? I'm going to move the one battleship, inverted commas, into the other fleet. So you and you group. You'll have one relatively decent ship to get you out of dodge if you need to. What the hell has happened to my food production? Oh, it's back again. One of the sectors must have gone a little bit balmy. Actually, speaking of the sectors, how are you guys doing? You're still losing minerals. That's true, we're doing defense armies. That is something I should probably do too. You're fine on minerals. You actually need more. So we'll give you a little bit more. Then with that in mind, do we have a standing army? We do. 14 strong. So I think I want to raise you to a 6. To a 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll just grab a bunch of defense armies, which will be defending our bases in case of enemies actually managing to land. This is a very good way of garrisoning your frontiers, and just generally anywhere, really. Alright, good. Let's get all of this done. And you as well. It'll take a while, that's why I'm starting this now. And they're not exactly cheap. But that'll do.
Construction complete.
Good stuff. You have a 2k attack ability. How much does Berlin have these days? 1.2. No. 2.1. Fair enough. And you're the highest level one here. We're still saving up the influence.
Complete.
That's not going to be around for a while. And could also get the crew quarters. Nah. Right, hyperdrive 3. Marvellous. Antimatter reactor, that's what we want. Or hyper shields. Those sound rather awesome. No, we need the antimatter reactors so we can actually, you know, put the power on all of these ships. And that is a rather important technology that we're researching right now. So I think I'm going to put Barenden Iridar there and you there. Okay. Oops, someone else just died.
Research complete.
101-year-old governor. There is the swampy stuff. +5 habitability. That's just generally a bonus, or else we can get the planetary capital. Let's get the capital first. I mean, the habitability is nice, but it's not essential. As long as my happiness stays around 50, I don't really care. Hello. Why aren't these being built on? Don't know. I just noticed there was like, that's white text, and there shouldn't be any white text there. And I was indeed correct. Right.
Construction
You're doing
complete.
cruisers. Do we want to start building some? No. I was going to say, do we want to start building battleships, but we don't have the cheaper battleship tech yet, so no. Did you build the engineering bay you did. So we could actually build a...
Construction complete.
You're going to get destroyed. You know what? I'm going to replace you
Construction complete.
with a cruiser assembly yard. And then when we get the fleet thing coming in, we'll have the battleship production thing in that slot. Then in the final slot will be the fleet academy. And then any cruisers or battleships that we build here will be even better. I like that plan. That is a good plan. And we have the engineering bay already, which means that we have the upkeep production. Sweet! And also the repair increase, which is equally important, I find. And we are slowly but surely inching away towards our capacity limit. Now, how are you guys doing in comparison to us? Fleet is equivalent, tech is equivalent. Inferior, pathetic, and equivalent. And... no, you guys are the friendly ones. Right, one of these is hostile.
Complete.
Which one's allied with these guys? Oh, it is Shabtak. Inferior, inferior, superior. So your technology is really good, but your fleet and everything else isn't.
Complete.
In fact, you probably lost some ships against those guys. And there we go, battleship assembly yards. Boom! Oh, we can get the upgraded autocannons and better afterburners. No, we definitely want the autocannons. Obviously. Right. Sejima, build me battleship assembly yard. Lovely. The Fleet Academy increases the fire rate chance to hit tracking. I want this, but that's going to require more influence. Now we're actually getting kind of close to the point where we'll be at 3,000, at which point these guys become super happy and give us even more influence. Rivalry. 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 Building all the armies. Oh, another scientist died. Damn it! This is spending influence that I'm trying to keep. Anomaly, research speed, or voidcraft. I think we probably want the voidcraft, plus you are one of the younger people. That sounds good to me. And you are the physics guy too. Sweet. And another governor died. Yeah, all of my leaders are dying right now. This is not good.
Complete.
I need more influence. In fact, one thing I could do is get rid of some of my influence producers. Some of the space station things. Like you right now. No, you are an important one because you are basically keeping all of this space. Never mind. You're important because you've given me that stuff. Never mind. Are there any that are in the middle? You're the curators. It's just that one. And I'm just not sure if this is big enough to have connected to these. I mean, actually, technically, we have no influence expansion over here. This is just through the border range. So I'm going to... It would be really nice to see precisely what influence you are projecting right now. Like, can I get rid of you? We'll risk it. Yes, it was fine. Got us slightly further away from that. And actually, you've reduced our borders over, like, around here, which surprised me. But that does mean that we are now generating a lot more influence, which is awesome. Armies are being done. Battles are being... wars are being won. And we are so close to getting that. Which is embark. Oh. Let's bring you all together in... what's that? Bring you all to Wassat and then combine you there. Right, did we finish the level 3 warp drive? We did, so we need to upgrade our ships with that technology. Costs only 2 more power, which is nice. It's like I balanced this or something. Completely accidental, but I can't really complain. What is actually the difference? 50% jump time or 25? It's actually a pretty big difference. And you. Right. This really is like bang on. Colony ship also. Science ship? Science ship didn't. That's fine. We can just add... no, we'll just reduce yours to a level 2 deflector. Save. And then the transport level 3. +2 everywhere. Wow. Okay, cool.
Construction complete.
So this is the armies moving around. We've got the battleship assembly thing done. Yes, we have. We're going to have to wait a long time before we can get the Fleet Academy, so I think we're just going to go ahead and start building battleships. Although I really want those bonuses. We could just sit here and save minerals and then just build a whole bunch. You know what? I kind of like that idea too. We're just going to sit here and wait until we have the minerals for it. We're sitting on fastest speed. We've hit 3,000, which should mean that you guys are now happy with us, which means more influence. Magnificent. Okay, cool. Production target, so we have some upgrades we can do. We can get some more technology. Oh, wait. Xenozoo is good because it uses the pets and gives us happiness and migration attraction. Let's grab that. That's going to be... That one planet's going to be producing a lot of society, actually. And there we go. 20 strong transport fleet, which could do with upgrades. In fact, all of these could.
Ships upgraded.
Upgrade. 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 And these are going to be moving super fast. It's a small fleet.
Ships
compared to the bigger
upgraded.
ones that will probably be chasing them down.
Upgraded.
And we can also be using this as like an interdiction fleet in case enemies are trying to hunt down our fleets and do damage. So it has a number of different uses. Cool. We could also upgrade the spaceport some more.
Ships upgraded. Ships upgraded.
Well, we're just kind of waiting here. Cool. Another unity. Okay, so it requires both to grab that one. Army damage increased by 25% is pretty nice. War demand cost reduced by 25%. I think I'll take the army damage. Because that's going to be defensive armies too, meaning my planets are harder to take. Right, there was something else I was thinking about which I wanted to do, but I don't remember what it was. Oh, I do. Now I do. How many rivals do I have? And can I make any more? Oh, you're a vassal. I see. Alright, let's pick random nation down here. Mordred's Monetary Union. We'll do. Declare rivalry. We're already at 3. Who are the 3? 1, 2, 3? You're a rival. You're a rival. You're a rival. You're a tiny rival, though. I could pick someone better, like these guys. Except you love us. These guys? Those guys would be a better pick. Doesn't generate much influence, though. You generate way more than them. Interesting. Probably because they're adjacent. Alright, cool. Good to know. Good to know. Alright, you guys have all done your jobs. We're now just waiting for the influence to pick up. Building the spaceports.
Complete. Construction complete.
This is going to mean we can build battleships in any of our home systems. That's kind of scary. They won't be so cheap, but they can be built anywhere. And even with all of this stuff, we're producing a ton of minerals. I mean, honestly, I could set up destroyer shipyards and even battleship yards in these. So we could go battleship yards and then another fleet academy here.
Construction complete.
And that way we could get 2 battleships going at a time.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Do that. I'm going to make you a cruiser assembly yard too, so we can get 2 cruisers going, and then you 3 can be destroyers. That's fine. How is the fleet looking right now? 32 destroyers, 9 cruisers. We need more. But I also want to wait until we have the influence for it. Anyway, at this point I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you are enjoying this series, then please do hit that like button. If you haven't done so already, then do consider subscribing. If you have any tips or advice for me, let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Goodbye. Oh, tech as well. Let's do the tech real quick. Gino. Ooh. Max influence from factions. We don't really seem to reach the max influence. It would be nice if that's just a straight modifier in the amount of influence they actually give you. Habitability could also be good. Keep everyone else happier. But it's only the max happiness. Leader recruitment cost 20%. You know what? We are going to go for that. And with that in mind, we need to find the place where the zoo is and then build one there. Last thing I do, and then we are calling it. Oh, and we can clear you as well. And that as well. Okay. Apparently there were some other things that I needed to do, so bear with me here. Upgrade, upgrade. Upgrade, 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 upgrade. Upgrade. Oh right, we've got the new planetary base. I guess we spent all the minerals. Right, where the hell? Oh, there it is. You. Build Xeno Zoo next month. There we go. Done. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.